Ladies and gents, welcome. Sit back and relax. Today I am starting my Minecraft hardcore world. Now, I know, there are a lot of videos out there titled My Perfect Start in Hardcore, The Perfect Hardcore World. This is not that. This is a world that I am making purely because I've just seen those videos on TikTok, those little YouTube shorts, and they're always titled like "You and your bro finally lock in," and it's these builds of big cities and just cool areas within a world, like interconnected. And I kind of just decided I want to start my own, see where it takes me, see how long I can survive in hardcore Minecraft, see the cool builds I can create, and really just slow down and be able to enjoy playing the game in a different way rather than just rushing towards progression and trying to beat it. Being able to enjoy the progression and just do different things, try out different stuff. So, I want to say thank you for joining me, and let's sail away to find a building spot that speaks. Sailing through the night, I came upon another sailboat. This one was abandoned, so I picked up some wool and continued on. Now watch this. This is how you know a spot speaks to you. The double take into the zoom. That's how you know a building spot is speaking. It was now time to check it out, see what I was hearing, so to speak.
I don't want to do a torch grid.
And as I go through and set up a torch grid, I just quickly wanted to talk about the mods, because obviously this isn't vanilla, as some of you could probably tell, but this is a mod pack just revolving around quality of life and just visual changes. The craziest mod being the champion mobs, I believe, but I will have the CurseForge mod pack in the description. And if you guys are ever curious or want to come chat, I do stream this Minecraft series every Friday, so come check it out.
Like, that is a scary zombie over there. Because full iron and diamond enchanted armor and an iron enchanted sword. Let's go. Oh, it dropped its armor! Wow! 5 diamonds! Wow!
Let's go!
Drop 5, blast protection 5, fire protection 5, unbreaking 5, diamond chest plate.
Although that was a big and cool moment for me, it was not over yet. I still needed to get resources to build a house, and, of course, to keep us going. And we weren't out of the woods yet. Another champion mob brought me down to half a heart.
Oh shit!
But
Holy
with
shit,
great risk,
man.
there is always a great reward. We were able to get some iron enchanted leggings, but as I was recovering, take a listen here. I'm sorting through my inventory, and at the time of recording, I thought I was just tweaking out, but you can hear something place a block there. I even heard it and looked and couldn't figure out what it was. Thought I was maybe just heard something, but no, there was something there. Making my way to the surface, it was nighttime, so I set up a basic mob trap to try to get some more resources and maybe some XP.
Holy shit. Okay, well that's kind of broken.
And it was finally time to start a mine, so I started making a staircase down to the little cavern below our base and began to mine down.
I always feel like when I'm freaking mining and I make a staircase down, I just like I'm creating the back rooms.
Are you going up or down?
Up.
Okay. I couldn't tell, man.
What about this way? Check this out,
Yeah,
ready?
now that. Yeah. What the fuck?
Now this mining trip was more or less just for the stone, not for the resources, but it is also set up now for the future for whenever we feel like going back. And with that wood and stone in hand, it was time to start the base. Have to have a home. You can't, it's not really your world until you have your first home, right? Now I'm going for a little bit of a rustic cabin style, and I wanted to play around with the different floorings and stuff and try to get some cool tile designs and stuff like that going within these builds, making them all kind of unique to each other, but within the same style of blocks, that is. Along our journey to get more resources, I also learned that you can make backpacks, so I decided to make a few of those. Now, it was really important to go out on this trip because I want to be able to have a variety of wood for builds, so I was able to get spruce wood from this as well as get some calcite and blackstone along our way, as well as some basalt. So this will give me some more resources for future builds and the ability to play around with some stuff before I have to figure something out. I was also able to figure out that there is a skill tree or leveling system. So that's something that I'm going to be doing in the background, and you might see pop up in the chat of this level something leveled up or whatnot, or in the bottom right there. And from levels you get coins, from coins you can trade that in for little upgrades. It's nothing game breaking, but it adds like efficiency or slight efficiency to your tools or unbreaking. So the blocks I am using for this build, this little rustic base thing that I got going, is the 3 different types of stone bricks on the ground. We got some oak wood, some spruce wood, some calcite, there is concrete powder as well as concrete, and then some deep slate for accents. I really like the wood with the stone look, but I like using lighter colors for walls so it doesn't feel as dark in the building. But you can still work those dark colors in through the grounds and other accents like that pillar next to the staircase. And here is a little look at how the base is coming along, but I also want to fill in this hole really quick and make it so I don't have a death pit out front of the house. And instead of having a death pit out front, we changed it and reworked it into a little farm area for the time being. This is so that we can get some crops going and get more seeds rather than just having 1 or 2 sitting in our chests. That way when we want to actually make a big farm, we'll have a lot of seeds to use. I then decided I had done enough building for the time being and wanted to do one more little adventure. I ended up finding this trial chambers, trial whatever type thing, but the weird thing about it was there was no actual trials. It was just a bunch of chests and I guess reward trial chamber things? I don't know. You guys will be able to see. But it went down a long ways.
Damn, where are you going?
And boy, let me tell you, there was a lot of loot in there. That was definitely worth the trip. I was also able to get some firefly bushes. And now for a little tour. We got some crops growing. We got a little way down to the mine. And a dock, I guess, for the boat. We've done some exploring. We're pretty geared up. I would say, for where we are. I don't know. And yeah, I went through, accidentally forgot to click record, but I wasn't liking the wood on wood on wood action. So I switched the inside to the dark stone so it matches the flooring better. And then that way the actual wood on the outside pops, so it's not just wood, 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 you know? So I'm liking it a little better. I just need to add some greenery or some light it up a bit because it's very just dark on the inside now, so I want to try to get some paintings or do something cool to bring it some life, I guess. We also need to get, you know what, I'm gonna start. It's not the right spot. I'm gonna take some spruce and we're gonna start some objective boards. I want this to kind of look a little more natural, like just a little nook in the, like a little cave if you would, but just a little one. Maybe a burrow would be a better term for it. And it's not gonna be anything crazy, we're just gonna maybe get a few lanterns in here, open it up, make it feel a little more, like have a, maybe put a bench or something. Or maybe like maybe make it a little meeting room. I don't know. But just something small like this should even do. A lot of building and what makes stuff look better or perceived as better is just having a more filled out space. Making sure that like the little details are what add to it. Like this is already looking more, everything's caved in towards the central. I don't really like that one, so we might do something like this. There. Now inside we can take our spruce signs. Okay, so I went through and filled out the signs just because it's easier to show that way. So when I have them all categorized out, I have building, gear progression, achievement hunting, materials, and farms. So that way I can have, if I say I'm feeling like building something but I don't know what to build, I walk in here, building, complete home base, outline a village, fish trading cave, Wall Maria. It gives me a place to basically write down my ideas so I'm not stressed trying to complete each one before I forget about it, because I'll think up good stuff or stuff I want to do, and then by the time I get there I already forgot my ideas. But with that being said, I'm gonna finish up the first, I'm gonna finish the roof, so let's figure that out. I didn't realize I kind of got an absurd amount of resources from that trial thing, but there was no trial chambers. I was excited to try that, or at least see, because I've never done those before, but then alas, there was nothing. Why you place like that, man? Eh? What do we think? What do we think? Not too shabby, I'd say. Definitely need to add something in that bottom left, but not too shabby, man. I kind of like it. Not too bad.
Sure, man. Let's see.
And as we build some benches and take a seat to watch the sunset, I just want to say thank you guys for everyone who's still here, and I gotta say I'm pretty happy with the house as well. Not usually a big building guy, so I feel like I did pretty good with that. But seriously though, thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I don't know. This is something that I've wanted to start for a while, so I'm glad I can take you guys along the journey with me. But let's keep going. Wanting to make the bedroom a little more cozy, I decided to hang some lanterns from chains for lighting to kind of give it that chandelier look and get rid of the torches. I also wanted to make the bed look nice and actually build like a bed frame looking thing, so this is what we are throwing together right here. I also mined out a couple little nooks in the wall to make as horse stables, but I'm not sure that's what I'm gonna end up doing here, so for now, it's just a couple cutouts that could be horse stables. To the attacks. I love you. Returning from another hard day in the mines, I dropped off my loot and used what I had earned to make an enchanting station. Now this, again, is not going to be the final form of this, but I just needed an area to be able to actually enchant. And this basically concludes episode 1 of our Forever World. From here on out, I just did a bunch of fishing to level up this skill as well as get some XP and a pretty endless supply of food, I might add. But once again, I just wanted to thank you guys. If you've made it all the way to the end of the video, leave that in the comments. Let me know. Because if so, that's frickin' crazy, and thank you. I appreciate you for watching to the end, and if you're interested, I do stream live on Twitch, right there, also in the description, and like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.